Hey guys, Singing here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so for today's video, we are going to do the missions that they added in part 3 for the Fighting Spirit of the Saiyans and Pride of the Wicked Bloodline to do stage 1 and stage 2 with no items. And I decided for this because a lot of people have, complained about this event being pay to win. Saying that you need to have the new units in order to do some of the stages and to do some of the missions. So for both of these stages, I am using only older units. We do have obviously units like the STR Namek Goku, who did only get his Easy A during this celebration. But of course, he is an older unit. And then good old Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku not countering the super attack in slot 1. I thought he was the best unit to put in slot 1 on this turn, as long as Thouser didn't super attack, and then of course he did. His start of turn defense was higher than Goku, and there was a tech unit attacking in slot 1 anyway, right? So whoever went in slot 1 was going to have to take an attack from type disadvantage, and of course it was the Thouser that super attacked. But even with that, we obviously still beat the run, right, with no items, otherwise it wouldn't be in the video. So I think the newest unit on the team is this Goku, right? Who has returned on Global because he was on the Cooler banner. So I think he is the newest unit on the team. Now the only unit on the team that people might not have, even if they have been playing for a little while, is this Xeno Goku, right? If you haven't summoned on the Heroes banners, because he is only available from those banners and they only come out in November. A lot of people... It's hard to say whether they are worth summoning on because some of the units do age out very quickly and some don't. And it's kind of hard to know which ones are going to be the ones that will age out quickly because some of the units have gotten a new lease of life based on other units that have come out afterwards. So I can understand if you don't have the Goku, but you can replace him with any Goku family unit who is a support unit. And obviously, again, you could replace anyone on this team with newer, better units. I just purposely decided for this mission to bring these weaker units just to show that obviously this mission could be beaten with a team that isn't just fully comprised of all the new summonable units. So we beat the first stage. We did take a lot of damage because of that type disadvantage super, but that does allow us to get the transformation with Goku straight away here, which is pretty good. So we're up against STR Cooler. As long as we get the guard to activate with him, we're going to be looking pretty good for these next few turns. And obviously we've lost a fair bit of HP. So unfortunately that does mean that the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not going to have crazy high defense. But we are able to pick up a ton of orbs. We immediately get super attacked in slot 1 and then Goku dodges. So I think if he hadn't dodged that, I think we might have died. Even through the guard, I'm not sure, because he hasn't really built up at all at this point. So we did get quite lucky with the dodge, but I'll take that as a trade-off for getting unlucky and getting the type disadvantage super in slot 1 on the first turn. So Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, especially when he's linked up with another Super Saiyan 4 and you have Saiyan Raw and things like that, even when you're starting the turn not on super high HP, his defense is pretty good once he's then super attacked. He potentially would have died to a super from this Cooler if he didn't counter, but he was still able to take reasonable damage from the super. And then we have this rotation here with the Tech Gohan. Obviously, Tech Gohan to this day remains one of the better aging units. So we can grab some same type orbs here to get a heal. And we are running double Super Saiyan 4 Goku lead. So the team is double 180% to Goku family. And then, yeah, pretty straightforward. By floating off both the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gokus and keeping full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku on rotation. He does share a decent amount of links with the Namek Goku. Off the top of my head, they're at least sharing Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan. Tech Goku doesn't have Kamehameha. Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, I think they both have Prepared for Battle. Does Tech Goku have Prepared for Battle? Either way, they work out reasonably well. But by floating both the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, it means 2 turns out of the 3 that Tech Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to have Saiyan Raw active, which obviously gives him a nice little chunk of extra attack and defense at level 10. So we get through the STR Cooler phase without too much of an issue. I'm not sure what I was doing here. I don't know why it's taken me so long to move on to the next bit. I think I might have recorded this run while I was at work the previous night, actually. So I probably got distracted by something. But here we are against the final stage. As long as Namek Goku guards... Because did he actually dodge the second attack on the last turn as well? Because if he takes a hit and gets his guard, then obviously you know he's going to guard for the next few turns. But if he doesn't guard, then you can potentially be in a spot of trouble, especially here where we're fighting against an AGL enemy. So considering the fact that, you know, we can't use items, otherwise we can't do the mission, he obviously must guard here. Yeah, because otherwise we would have got absolutely destroyed in this final phase. But 7.1 million for him. I mean, like I said, even if him and that Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku aren't the best link partners, there's still a functioning rotation that worked decently well on this setup. 6.2 million for the Goku. He has type advantage, so he's going to do a reasonable amount of damage. Obviously, they're both getting supported by the Xeno Goku. Now, Xeno Goku hasn't really had a huge amount of chance to build up, so I think he definitely would die to a super here, because, yeah, he takes 70k from a normal attack. So, absolutely, he would have died to a super. And then here we are. Look at this. All the active skills. So, we can go ahead and fire off the Kamehameha from Goku, get a crit, so you do a pretty decent amount of damage. And I think it's pretty clear here. Do I transform Goku? Yeah, I'm sure I do. Yeah. Because obviously with Gohan in slot 1, we transform him as well, because this is literally just going to be the last turn now. Because if Gohan doesn't kill, Goku absolutely will, right? Because he's going to get one super guaranteed, 70% chance to crit, and then of course at his best in the Super Saiyan 3 form, he can super attack 4 times. So Gohan obviously with the guard and a couple of stacks under his belt against an AGL unit, no damage from the normal attacks. Does he finish him off, or is it we rely on Goku? He does. I was going to say no crit, so he didn't quite finish the job, but then he gets the additional super. So Gohan able to come in and finish off Cooler. So there you go. I mean, I don't think this mission is particularly hard. Like, I'm probably not even going to call this video like how to beat stage 1 without items, because I don't think it is necessarily that difficult. And that was, even with some bad luck getting supered early on, we did it using a team, like I say, with quite old units. The newest unit on the team is the physical Super Saiyan 2 / Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who has returned on Global and is on a banner that is literally in the game right now. So definitely not like an unobtainable team, right? It's not like packed with the latest summonable units, but there you go. So that is the stage 1, beaten with no items. I'm pretty sure I remember to record. Yep, there you go, us going ahead and collecting the mission. And let's go ahead and jump in for stage 2. Okay, so jumping straight in for stage 2 for the no items run. Again, I wanted to do the same thing as before. So we are using a bunch of older units. We got the full power Freezer, we got Coolizer, we got STR Cooler. I'm actually running double... Am I running double STR Cooler leads? I thought I was, but looking at the wheel in the bottom corner, no. Oh, I'm running a friend Metal Cooler. So technically I compared to the first team, I am using a much newer unit on this one, but it is only as the friend. So obviously if you can't find a friend Metal Cooler, you can use the STR TUR Cooler, or you can use STR LR Cooler, who obviously is designed for this one, right? Because stage 2 came out when the STR Cooler came out, and stage 1 and 2 were basically designed to be absolutely destroyed by the new units at the time that they released. So unfortunately, full power Freezer was the unit on this first turn that had the highest start of turn defense. It's funny watching these back to record the commentary, but both of these runs we got pretty unlucky first rotations in terms of who had to take the hits. Now obviously with multiple enemies, Cooler is supporting Terrifying Conquerors, which full power Freezer and Coolizer are on anyway. So they're getting the full support passive from him. Double super, oh, and then triple super. So STR Cooler just yet again proving why he is the best EZR. I was going to say EZR-TUA. EZA-TUR. Getting the triple super. Just absolutely annihilated Goku. And then Coolizer. Look at that. The additionals. We one turn Goku and Gohan with that rotation. That was pretty good. So they just got absolutely pieced out, and now we are up against the Goku. So, of course, I've got, again, we're running some of these older units. We've got AGL Golden Frieza, obviously still very, very good defensive unit. I mean, I think he was one of the first summonable SSRs I ever pulled. And my account is like, you know, over 6 years old at this point. And then we have the free-to-play Namek Frieza, who gets damage reduction, guard, and supports the rest of the rotation when you're fighting a Goku family enemy. So he's obviously very useful for any of these stages for the new event where you can actually use him and you're fighting against one of the Gokus. Because even against like Goku and Vegeta, the newest stage, the final one, you fight against just Goku. Although I think, is that the one where you can only use artificial life forms? Yeah, you can only use the metal coolers, so you can't use them in there. But he's pretty good for this. Any event where you're fighting Goku family enemies, or a Goku specifically, that Namek Frieza can be pretty good. I mean, he's still taking 12k through the guard, but I mean, there's no other support on this rotation, and he is a free-to-play unit, so I mean, he's holding up reasonably well. And then Metal Cooler holding it down in the end. STR Cooler on rotation. So after triple supering on the first turn with no other support, he's basically at like 400k defense on this turn. So I'm trying to remember what I actually do here, because looking at the way it's laid out, yeah, I was going to say, just transform with Cooler and just go ham. Yeah, that is literally what I'm going to do here, because we can grab all the orbs for you. So because we started the turn on like a lot lower HP, that means full power Frieza is getting a lot of his buffs for his attack power. So he should hit reasonably hard on this turn as well. So 5.3 for Cooler. Doesn't link up the best with full power Frieza, but he's obviously getting guaranteed crits against Goku. So getting an additional super is obviously what we want to see. This is the second one of his passive attacks, so we do still have the potential to get the hidden potential super as well, which we do. Is he literally just going to kill him? We absolutely blitzed through this second one. We one-turned the first one. Yeah, look at that. And then we just two-turned the second phase. So even again, using a team of all these older units, aside from the friend, who's the new Metal Cooler, absolutely destroyed these missions. So these are very, very easy. I imagine most of you guys watching this video at this point, you've probably done these missions already, unless you haven't tried. But this just goes to show they can be done even with some of these older units, because these earlier stages, not too difficult. Yeah, new record, 4 minutes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure again we go ahead and claim the reward here. I think that was the last mission I actually needed to do as well. Because did it come up saying, yeah, we beat 2 missions. So now we've done that mission and all the missions. So yeah, there you go. That is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.